Coming up to 10:28, right here on 89 WLS. John Kass, Jake Hartford in for Bruce and Dan.
How about if we take some calls, Jay?
Let's go to Bob in LaGrange. Bob, you're on 89 WLS.
Hey, John, this one is for you. I thought you'd get a kick out of this. You know this 15-minute film about Mohammed, that the whole world is in an uprising and wants to hate us. What the hell is going to happen when Obama comes out with his full-length feature about how he killed Osama bin Laden?
He's going to have to denounce the movie.
He'll denounce himself.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Thanks, Bob.
What an idiot.
Let's go to Barrington. Dan, you're on 89 WLS.
Hi, guys. Nice to talk to you. Hey, I'm a little bit concerned about this false premises that keeps getting reiterated about Obama, and even the guys on WLS. They're always saying, well, Obama's about wealth spreading, wants to spread the wealth. Well, the truth is there has been no wealth spreading. In fact, I might even vote for him if I was going to get some of Soros' money. But all that happens is government gets larger, more expensive, and more entitled, and maybe some food stamps get kicked out. But that's not wealth spreading, and I don't know why he's never attacked or challenged on this spread of the wealth premises. It's not real.
The reason he's not attacked is because, he is attacked by Republicans and some conservatives, but in the main, the reason he's not attacked by the mainstream media is because 98% of them believe that government is the answer, okay? And I know this because I've only been doing this for about 25 years. And they seriously, firmly believe that if there's another commission, another government agency, something to, that will help, that will involve people and provide what they consider social justice, which to me is just nonsense.
Do you know how many agencies there are that screw up and
they keep screwing up, and they keep asking in conversations, reporters ask, what will the government do? How about nothing? Nothing,
we will
government.
continue to take your calls, 591-8900. It's 10:30, time for news, weather, traffic.
89 WLS.
10:37. John and Jake in for Bruce and Dan. Want to remind you that so much happens while you're at work each day. Rowan Roper wrap it all up with some big-name guests, news, traffic, and some laughs. Afternoons 2 to 6 on Chicago's talk leader, 89 WLS. We're taking calls.
And I want to remind you that this Sunday at Toyota Park, the Lyons Township soccer team is playing Morton in the Pepsi Showdown, the biggest tournament in the state.
What's the line?
I don't know. I can't say anything because I've got two sons playing for Lions.
How's it looking?
It's going to be a big game.
How's it looking?
Morton's a great team.
If I wanted to lay a couple dollars, or
I can't go there, Jake, but I will be grilling before the game.
Mark in Arlington Heights. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen. I've been listening to the show all morning. First of all, I got to say I'm a Democrat, and I don't know which president you guys are referring to. I think it's the invisible president that Clint Eastwood has in his chair. Now, as a Democrat, let me say this. This president has done a lot of bad things. Okay?
Name one.
Name one? He hasn't ended the war in Afghanistan. How's that?
Name two.
What you guys said about conspiring with the drug companies to help pass what you call Obamacare.
Would you have, speaking of Obamacare, would you have liked to have maybe tort reform in there to try to keep some of the costs down?
I would have liked to see tort reform. I'd like to see single payer, but that's another thing.
Okay.
Here's why I'm calling. You guys never criticize Republicans. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened yesterday, or 2 days ago. There was a bill in the Senate. The bill passed 56-40. It was to help veterans get jobs. It would have cost $1 billion. Only in the Senate of the United States do 40 votes against 56 represent a majority. So the bill didn't pass. So what I learned when I was in civics class was this. The president proposes, the Congress disposes. If you want to be critical about jobs, look at this Congress. They don't want to do nothing. They're spending $2 billion a week on a war. They won't spend $1 billion to help veterans. And all I hear is it's the president's fault. He's not doing enough. He's out golfing. I have news for you. John Boner golfs a lot more than the president. He's number 3 in rank in this country for who would be the president behind the vice president. He's the Speaker of the House, and he spends more time on the golf course. So if you want to criticize
he doesn't have as much control as the president does.
Is John Boehner sitting?
He has more control. The Speaker of the House has more control. The president cannot pass a bill.
Then maybe the president should run for Speaker of the House.
Does the Speaker of the House sit with a pirate and retweet a picture of him sitting with a pirate? That's what I want to know. I won't.
That picture was taken in 2009. You know the day that it happened. It was the day of the dinner, the correspondence dinner.
Yeah, that's another one. You know, I've been to those things. You know, I'll never go again. All they are basically reporters sucking up the power. It is so embarrassing.
Agree with you.
You know what I mean?
Agree with you, but don't criticize the president for running a picture like that when Republicans also do it.
The reason I criticize him is because he retweeted it. The idea is he put it out. He puts it out at that time. That's the issue. You could say it was 2009. On your other comments, they're pretty interesting, I have to say. But on the golf thing, if you take, you know what Mayor Daley used to say, the real Mayor Daley, a man who golfs is either not doing the job at home or at work. And all of a sudden, a bunch of people who golfed at City Hall stopped golfing.
Well, I don't golf, but I don't care if the president does.
I don't either. But take care of your job.
For it.
No, the reason I brought up the story, Mark, was the fact that they've got this thing about they want the Golf Association, quote unquote, whatever this group is, wants the Republicans to quit talking about the president golfing, and it turns out the person behind this organization to get them to stop the golf jokes is a good close friend and a lobbyist. That's all.
Of the president.
That's all. That's like, you know, it's like let's see who's pulling the levers. That's all that was.
But thanks for the call, Mark. I like the call.
So we agree on Obamacare. There's stuff that could have been done. And at the end of the day, when this goes into effect, if there's 26 million people who don't have health insurance, I asked the question, what was it all about then? What was it all about?
It was about massive federal control. That's what it's about.
Cherie in Chicago. Good morning, Cherie.
Hi, Jake and John.
Hey, Cherie.
Hi. I wanted to say that Obama is mathematically challenged. His idea of a jobs plan is to give 2 million work permits to young illegal aliens. He doesn't remember that we're $16 trillion in debt, and he apparently doesn't know that there are 23 million unemployed Americans.
And you want to come down hard on the financial service industry. He's done a good job on that because Bank of America yesterday announced at the end of the year, by the end of the year, 16,000 people are going to be without jobs.
Oh, great. Well, and part of those people, the previous caller seemed to be concerned about veterans, and I am too. They need jobs also.
And I didn't see that, to be honest, I didn't see that story.
Well, I haven't seen it either.
Which is not to say I won't look for it. I'll look for it, and if there is a story there, I will talk about it tomorrow morning on my show starting at 6 o'clock.
There's no such thing as legislation that's always about what they say it's about. Okay, there's always stuff hidden in there and other politics on the side.
May I also say about illegals that they won't be paying that tax or that penalty for not having health insurance because you can't do that to someone who's a non-citizen. And besides, the ones that are here, half of them at least don't pay taxes. So the rest of us are going to be taxed and penalized, and we're going to continue to pay for the illegals who are here. And there may be 20 million or more of them.
Thank you, Cherie.
Thank you.
I mean, that whole health care thing, how that's going to work is a whole other issue. 1044, back after this on 89 WLS.
89 WLS.
You know, those of you who've been listening to us all week know our new feature. But those of you who haven't heard it, you're in for a treat. Here's today's edition.
And now, 89 WLS presents Real Men Can Cook with John Kass.
John, what's on the menu today?
The menu for Sunday at Toyota Park, watching the Lyons Township soccer team
Get to the
face
food.
Morton, in the Great Pepsi Showdown will be Suvlaika.
How do you make it?
You take pork tenderloin, you marinate it, put lemon, oregano, salt, and pepper, put it on a stick, grill it indirect, put a chunk of apple wood on that beautiful carbon, Al Gore defying charcoal, and make yourself some tasty food. Sprinkle some lemon on it. Put it on a pita. What else do you need?
That sounds good. And what do you call this?
Suvlaika.
Thank you very much, John.
I think Americans call them shish kebabs.
You've been listening to Real Men Can Cook with John Kass, made possible by listeners like you on 89 WLS.
10:52. Let's get in a call here. Harry on the road. You're on 89 WLS.
Hey, good morning, guys. For your souvlaki, you need a little more tzatziki sauce on the side. Just saying. But John, one of the things you had a caller on earlier by the name of Mark.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We'll make homemade sauce.
Oh, yeah, gotta have the tzatziki.
Yeah.
Well, one Greek to another, you gotta have it.
But what about what about Mark? No.
Mark, I applaud Mark's passion for following that issue in the Senate. He was talking about a vote that went down 56-40, and then he went on to describe John Boehner. John Boehner is the Speaker of the House. That was a Senate vote that he was talking about, and the Senate is actually run by two people, the Vice President of the United States and the Majority Leader, who both happen to be Democrats.
Well, the Vice President breaks the ties, but it is, Harry Reid is the Majority Leader.
Or as we like to call him, clean face. Right? Because isn't that what a mob boss once said? I got a clean face in my pocket. And Harry said that meant that he was such a reformer that and clean government guy that's why the mob hated him.
Yeah. But it's one of those things I'm always having battles with my friends who are a little bit more on the liberal side, and they keep bringing up John Boehner. And the thing is the Senate's controlled by the Democrats. The Democrats are the majority there. The Republican House has passed, over 100-some bills relating to job issues and whatnot, and Harry Reid refused to bring them to the floor on the Senate.
He won't even vote on. He won't even vote on the budget because he doesn't want the senators to be on record of being either for or against it.
How many budgets?
When they have voted on a budget, the one that was presented by the president, as you said, the president proposes, the Congress disposes. Obama's budgets went down 99-0. All
right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Harry.
You're welcome. Have a good day, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's profiles encouraged in the Senate. They don't even want to be on record.
That's kind of like, voting absentee 190 gajillion times like Obama did in Springfield?
Or present. 10:54, back after this.
89 WLS. 89 WLS.
10:58, John Kass, Jake Hartford.
What a great day we had today. Talking about Pirates, president, golfing.
Everything here is fantastic.
Well, except for the soccer part.
Oh, you mean the Toyota at Toyota Park on Sunday?
Are you getting a piece of the gate?
Pepsi Showdown? No, because my sons at Lyons Township High School are playing Morton in the big Pepsi Showdown soccer tournament. One of the best, the final. It's going to be great, and that's what I'm doing.
I hope you do well.
And I'm not getting any money from the gate. It's just I'm proud of my boys. That's all.
Yeah, it's nice to see your kids play.
Yeah, it is.
When my son was playing hockey, it was a nice.
Nothing like it.
I'm just thinking other things like it. Some things were going through my mind, but I can't say them. Anyway, we're out of here. We're done. We're finished. Thank you, everybody who took part in the show, who called, who wanted to call. A lot of stuff we didn't get to. We run out of time. You can catch me tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, right here. Normal show, Wake with Jake, Saturday morning, 6 o'clock. Rush coming up now at 11 in a couple minutes. And then at 2 o'clock, it's Rowe and Roper. I want to say the great Rowe and Roper. They have a great show planned for today, as always, but this one's even greater.
Oh, my God. Who the hell cares?
I do.